Yep.
Good call.
Whenever I'm ready in 2 minutes. That was just clear as mud. That sounded like a government-wide decision being made. Yes. That's the Marine Way? Well, you tell me. You just give me the countdown. You tell me when.
They didn't tell us there were going to be people.
Good morning, good
play for
afternoon,
people.
wherever you are in VA. I am here in Nashville, Tennessee, the VA Tennessee healthcare system. We are so thrilled to be here to join you, and for all those online watching on YouTube, live broadcast, special thanks to iLead for broadcasting this wonderful program with Creative Vets. If you have not heard of this organization before, you'll hear more about them today. I'm going to let them do the talking. For now, let me tell you, I am Sabrina Clark. I am the director for the VA Center for Development and Civic Engagement, and we are looking forward to involving this community partner, not only in our work here in Nashville, but hopefully the opportunity will exist for us to bring Creative Vets to a VA facility wherever you're watching from right now. So before I get too much into anything, I'll have time to talk back with our audience here later, but you want to hear from these artists. Trust me, you do. They are fabulous. And I want to start with Scotty Hastings.
Yes, ma'am.
And first of all, thank you for being here.
This is my pleasure. Absolutely.
And you brought aside, there's somebody sitting between us. We have to at least let us know who he is, because he's here.
Yeah.
He's on the stage. So.
Absolutely. This is David Dalla. He plays guitar for me. He's an incredible guitar player.
Awesome. Scotty, why are you here, and why do you want to be a part of this program?
You know, I'm a veteran as well. I was an infantryman in the U.S. Army, and you know, I met Richard not long ago, and me and him just developed a very strong friendship, and I love making music. Music changed my life and gave me a new purpose, and I want to try to help veterans with my music and possibly even with their music, whatever's inside of them. So, absolutely.
Well, you know, you told me when we met that you've been shot 10 times.
I was shot 10 times, yes. 5 times in the shoulder, 4 times in the hip, and once in the thigh. It was all at one time, though, so.
That somehow makes it different, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yes,
kind of.
Well,
you would have think I would have learned my lesson if I would have went back after the second round.
Well, you're here, you're doing music, so are you going to play something for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to play a song that actually came to me while I was at Walter Reed after I got shot. The song, it's called The Stories That They Tell, and I just noticed that when we were sitting at Walter Reed, how therapeutic telling stories was between us. And when I got to Nashville and met the head A&R guy with the label that I'm signed to now, he was like, man, what are we gonna write? And I just had this on my heart and in my mind, this idea of the stories that we as veterans tell, because for those brief moments that we're telling the stories, our friends, the people we lost, are alive again. And we lived for those moments to be able to tell those stories. And yeah, we'll do that one first.
Thank you.
Friday night down at the Legion Bar, Bill opened up a box of old cigars. Said on this day back in '69, an awesome best friend of mine. Connor said that's a place I've been, but it was 2010 Afghanistan. He raised his glass, said here's to friends and their ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, the times and places they may change, but what they stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell, don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them on living in the stories that they tell. Bartender said next round's on me. I did some time overseas. Tonight's my first night behind this bar bill. Handed him a cigar. Well, the faces in the pictures, they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them on living in the stories that they tell. Yeah, some will laugh and some will cry. Sometimes they'll wonder why. And I've been there, so I wrote this song. I know the need to carry on. The memories that they tell about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home. Yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them on living in the stories that they tell. Yeah, we sure do miss them, but we keep them on living in the stories that we tell. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. The stories we tell. Well, you know it is, and I forgot to say Happy Valentine's Day. It's February the 14th. It is Valentine's Day, and to all of those watching, Happy Valentine's Day. But we realize, and Scotty, you reminded us that all of our stories aren't love stories necessarily. And you've helped people through Creative Vets to tell very painful stories. And thank you for what you do and the story that you're telling of your own life today.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, Tommy,
Yes,
welcome.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome to VA. We're
Thank you
glad
for
to have
having me.
you here with us. And I know you have written lots of songs for many great artists. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why are you involved in this program?
Yeah, I've been a pro songwriter here in Nashville for probably about 23 years now, and the last 6 years I've been working with Creative Vets. Met Richard and Brett and Kyle, actually through Barry Zito, the baseball player. He got me connected with y'all, and you know, the first time, to be honest, that I did it, I wasn't sure how it was going to be impactful. Like, I didn't know. And then going in the room and writing with these guys, and, you know, they kind of have a skeptical look. I have a skeptical look. And every single time, like, there's something powerful that happens. Sometimes they're telling you stuff they haven't told anybody before, even their spouses. And there's just something magical and mysterious about music that Creative Vets captures, and something that happens in that room on so many levels that they come out a little different whenever they leave there, and I think it leaves an impact not only on them but me too.
Absolutely. Do you have a song you'd like to play for us today?
Yeah, I do. This is one that Richard and I wrote with Love and Theft and Jerry Majetic. Jerry had over 90% burns all over his body, and he's been through over 80 surgeries, probably more now. And he just has the best disposition, and this song really captures who he is. It's called Another Day. The war was easy. I knew who the bad guy was. Coming home was harder, different for everyone. These scars here on the outside, they're the easiest to see. but it's the ones here on the inside that are the worst for me. I wake up and smile every day. People ask me how, and I just say, it's a love, beautiful woman. It's the sun rising every morning, every day knowing I ain't gonna waste a minute. It's my faith that keeps me going, trusting in the Lord and knowing tomorrow's not guaranteed. That's why today is more than just another day. I could choose to be mad, blame everyone. That don't get you nowhere when the day's done. 'Cause there's so many things in life you'll miss, like the love of a beautiful woman, like the sun rising every morning, every day knowing I ain't gonna waste a minute. It's my faith that keeps me going, trusting in the Lord and knowing tomorrow's not a guarantee. That's why today is more than just another day. It's long walks with my dog, a good show coming on, and singing along with my favorite songs. And it's the love of a beautiful woman. It's the sun rising every morning, every day knowing I ain't gonna waste a minute. It's my faith that keeps me going, trusting in the Lord and knowing tomorrow's not a guarantee. That's why today is more than just another day. The war was easy, I knew who the bad guy was. Coming home was harder, different for everyone. Thank you all.
Amazing. Well, it is more than just another day here at VA. It's National Salute Week, folks. And if you don't know what National Salute is, our national salute to veteran patients. This is a VA holiday. I call it a VA holiday because this is our time to recognize our veteran patients for the privilege and honor that we have to serve our veterans, to provide care and services to caregivers, families, and their survivors. And plus, being at VA is just an awesome job to have. Why? Because I'm sitting up here today with the three amazing songwriters with an organization like Creative Vets, and thank you for mentioning Richard. I do want to make sure that you all are familiar. We are here with Creative Vets. This was founded by a gentleman, Richard Casper. I want to make sure I give you the website. It is Creative Vets, CREATIV, right? Vets.org. So make sure that you go and look. I'll make sure that I say this again before the end, but make sure that you look them up because we're coming to you. But National Salute. VA just takes great pride and privilege for our mission, and the mission of Creative Vets is to actually empower veterans to lead them to healing. And I will tell you that this is something VA's #1 clinical priority is preventing veteran suicide. And we need every partner and every volunteer who wants to walk this journey with us to save the lives of veterans. We want to thank Creative Vets for being a partner with us today. And we have another songwriter with us today, and that is Dan Tominski. Now, this is maybe a name, or I know there's going to be a song, but Dan, I'm going to let you tell them about what you've done and why we should even know who you are today.
Oh, man. You shouldn't know who I am
I don't.
at all, actually. But if you were to, it would be through the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I was George Clooney's voice when he sang I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow, and that was the song that was my big song, way back when. And back in a time when I didn't write songs or I didn't know about Creative Vet, But that has changed since then. You know, a few years back, I was fortunate enough to get involved in a golf event, and I got to meet some people that, as I heard you say, I had no idea I was going to be impacted in such a way. And when you have a chance to meet some of these people and realize what the organization is, it's something you definitely want to check out. You want to spend a few minutes, go check out creativevets.com. It's definitely worth it. And I didn't necessarily write this next song I'm about to do because of that event, but in my life, I myself was not in the military, but everybody in my family was in the military. And we dealt with the aftermath of what comes with that. And I know that my dad suffered with some PTSD that just wasn't talked about. It wasn't cool to talk about. It's hard to bring up. And I was writing a couple years back, and the person I was in the room with had some similar circumstances, and we came up with this song here. It's called There's Silence in the Brandy. My grandpa signed the line in 43. Said Uncle needs a few good men like me. All filled with innocence, he left his home too late to change his mind. On up through 1945, he saw too many good men die. Those sounds would echo in his head and come to haunt him every night. So with a rifle and a bottle by his side, he served God and country first. He knew others had it worse, and when he'd need a little help to pull him through, well, he'd say a prayer down on his knees that he was built for times like these, and war is hell and there ain't much a man can do except know there's silence in the blood, but there's silence in the brandy. Well, I've heard him say what's done is done. Too much was lost to say we won. Turns out the devil had his whip hand on the trigger of my gun. Well, I've done my best to make amends from all those ditch and gutter sins. But every time I close my eyes, it all comes back to me again. So with a Bible and a bottle by my side, I'll serve God and country first. I know others got it worse, and when I need a little help to pull me through, well, I'll say a prayer down on my knees. Thank God I'm built for times like these, and I'll stay thankful that somehow I made it through. And I'll know there's power in the blood, but there's silence in the brandy. My grandpa signed the line in 43. Said Uncle needs a few good men like me.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much. There's silence in the brandy. I know that's a story that many of our veterans can tell, which is why Creative Vets is here to help us through the challenges. And you all have been telling stories of veterans through this music, and what a powerful tool. And I think that as we think about the veterans that we are still want to see enrolled, VA serves more than 9 million veterans, but there are 18 million veterans approximately in the United States. We got 9 million more to go. This is the place to be in VA. Why? Because of programs like this. And what I am seeing here, again, from my 30-plus year career in VA, I started as a music therapist. And so this means something very deep to me, to watch the power of music to change the lives of veterans. And so how many other healthcare systems will say, I'm going to spotlight what happens, our unique ability to care for veterans in such a unique way? What we are doing here is so powerful. So tell your family, your friends, VA is the place where you want to get your care. because we do really neat things like this, and it's having an impact on veterans. Scotty, tell me about perhaps another veteran that you know that you've been writing for, where the impact has been something that you could speak to.
Yeah. Actually, this next song that we're gonna do, I can tell, has been a huge impact on so many vets. I get messages every day about this song, and yeah, I can just go ahead and talk about it if that's all right.
That's
all right.
okay.
So this next song here, it was a song that I wrote with Creative Vets, Jesse Wayne Taylor, and he's an amazing songwriter at Creative Vets. And when I told Richard and Jesse that I wanted to write a song with Creative Vets for me, Richard said, man, that's great, but you're gonna have to bring it. You're gonna really have to bring it. And I was like, all right. So I dug deep, and we went in that day, and this song came from a conversation that I had with my best friend's mom. My best friend was killed in Afghanistan, and she came to a show. I was playing on Broadway at this time. She came to a show, and she stayed for 4 hours, and we hung out, we laughed, we cried, we had an amazing, incredible time, but it was also terrible because we wanted him there. And yeah, sure, I had a little bit of him and his mom, there with me, but it wasn't the same. It would have been incredible to have him there. And, after talking to her and being there, I was left with this idea of, how do you choose? Like, how am I here? I got shot 10 times, and there's people out there that get hurt way less than I do, and they're not here anymore, and how am I? And I was stuck with that idea, and then I realized that idea wasn't a new idea that came to me. It was something that I'd struggled with since I got shot, and I started hearing about my friends dying in Afghanistan. And so this song the verses of this song is literally from the moment that I went to see his gravestone for the first time. And then the chorus of this song is a conversation, an argument, a venting session that I have with God on a daily basis about how the hell am I still here? And this song is my survivor's guilt put into words, and it has helped a lot of veterans understand that you're not alone in this feeling, right? That was a huge thing for me because I suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety. The biggest thing for me was that I felt alone in how I felt. But you need to understand that this is not, you're not alone. All of us have been there. And from someone who has been at the lowest of lows, if you are struggling, know that I've been there, man. You gotta reach out to somebody, talk to somebody. Don't be scared too. And, but yeah, this is my first single that was released, so it is out everywhere. And this is How Do You Choose?
Thank you.
Rolling down the window, too scared to get out. How do you say goodbye to someone you thought you couldn't live without? My mind is racing with memories of who he was and how good everything used to be. Damn, it could have been me. How do you choose who comes back home? Who goes under an old gravestone? I'm just asking 'cause it makes no sense to me. Is it something that takes a little time? Does it even cross your mind? Or is this the way that it has to be? Tell me, God, did I win or lose? Why am I here? He's there with you. How do you choose? My guilty conscience praise on my mind as I see the words they wrote after he left us behind. Now I'm on my knees. How do you choose who comes back home? Who goes under an old gravestone? I'm just asking 'cause it makes no sense to me. Is it something that takes a little time? Does it even cross your mind? Or is this the way that it has to be? Tell me, God, did I win or lose? Why am I here? He's there with you. How do you choose who stays here and who goes home? I'll never understand feeling this alone. How do you choose who comes back home? Who goes under an old gravestone? I'm just asking 'cause it makes no sense to me. Is it something that takes a little time? Does it even cross your mind? Or is this the way that it has to be? Tell me, God, did I win or lose? Why am I here? He's there with you. How do you choose? God, tell me, how do you choose? Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Amazing. So this is on your new release coming out, Black River Entertainment, I understand. You
It's
just
already
got
out now.
signed.
That was
It's
my-
out.
That was my first release with Black
The
River Entertainment.
first.
It's already out.
That's
Go check
awesome.
it out.
Check it out. And again, we're with Creative Vets, CREATIVETS.org. I want to make sure that you all can go look them up later once you hear some more music. But don't leave us. Stay here because there's so much more music to come. And Tommy Carlos.
Yeah, I'm going to do a song. So Creative Vets partners with a lot of people, just like the VA. One of them is Johnny and Friends, and I do a lot of the stuff with Johnny and Friends. And this isn't a song that we wrote through Creative Vets, but it's one they always have me play, and it's one called Lessons. Bully won't stop till you stand up to him. You ain't gonna win if you plan on losing. Sometimes a curse can be a blessing. So wait your turn and learn your lessons. Don't hold a grudge, it'll make you bitter. Don't think that money's gonna make you richer. And happiness ain't about possessions. Gotta crash and burn and learn your lessons. You can't win them all. You can't change the past. Don't take for granted what you got. Don't always want what you don't have. Take some chances, have some faith, make the most of every day. 'Cause it could all be over in a second. Don't miss a day with your old man fishing, or a cup of coffee in your mama's kitchen. 'Cause life is short, time is precious. Sometimes it hurts to learn your lessons. You can't win them all. You can't change the past. And Don't take for granted what you got. Don't always want what you don't have. Take some chances, have some faith. Make the most of every day. 'Cause it could all be over in a second. Don't break her heart if you know you love her. Don't let her leave 'cause you're too dang stubborn. 'Cause she'll move on and you'll regret it. Hold on to her and learn your lessons. Every choice has consequences. Take it from me and learn your lessons. Something like that. Thank you all.
That's awesome. I don't know whether I'd call it a Valentine's Day song, but there was a lot in there, right? As we learn to deal with each other. And again, this is part of this experience is how do we have conversations with each other? And sometimes it's through music, like what we're doing today. So Dan, do you have another song you'd like to share?
I have another song, sure. I've got a whole bunch of songs. I'll keep going until you make me quit. I have a song I wrote a little while back. This is one that I made a comment in jest when I was speaking with my wife, and she asked me to describe myself in the fewest possible words, whatever we were talking about. And I happened to be sitting on my back deck with a cigar in one hand and a glass of bourbon whiskey in the other hand, and I jokingly said, well, I guess I'm a God-fearing heathen. And it made me laugh for a second, and then it made me think for another second, and then ultimately it made me call Ira Dean to come and write this song with me. So I wrote a song that had enough of a message to where I made it the title song of my last project that's out. The project I just released is called God-Fearing Heathen, and I recorded it just with a guitar because I wanted people to hear the message. I think this one here will apply to more people than it doesn't. Well, I've cursed at Jesus with smoke on my breath. I gave him every reason to leave me for dead. But thank God he didn't, 'cause I swear I believe there's a place up in heaven for a God-fearing heathen like me. And I know those streets of gold ain't just paid for the souls of the straight walking saints that don't swear, smoke, or drink. It's for the losers and the winners and hard-living sinners and God-fearing heathens like me. Heathens like me. Now I've danced with my demons when there's nowhere to run. I could have stood in the darkness and loaded the gun. But I prayed holes in the knees of these old faded jeans for a place up in heaven for a God-fearing heathen like me. And I know those streets of gold ain't just paid for the souls of the straight walking saints that don't swear, smoke, or drink. It's for the losers and the winners and hard-living sinners and God-fearing heathens like me. Now I've cursed at Jesus with smoke on my breath. I gave him every reason to leave me for dead.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and I think many of us can relate to that. Again, we're with Creative Vets, and I hope you all are enjoying this so far. Those of you watching on YouTube, please make sure you're leaving comments in the chat, that you're letting us know how much you enjoy this. Let us know where you're watching from so that we can go back and really be able to say that we really captured people from all over the country. So please let us know where you're watching from, how much you're enjoying it, and say, I want to see this come to my VA Medical Center. Or I'm going to go back to Scotty. And so, again, in thinking about our VA care here, and again, arts and humanities is a very important part of care in VA.
Absolutely.
Again, as I mentioned, starting my career as a music therapist, but VA employs the largest number of music therapists, arts therapists, dance therapists, movement therapists, anything you can imagine. But as an integrated healthcare system, we have an organization that's prepared to do the work you're doing here, and we have the creative arts therapists to do it as well. So I'm really proud of that for something very unique to our care. But tell us again how you got involved and why you stay involved.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that we're doing this today. 2 years ago today, I was here at the Nashville VA. I had a cancer scare, and they had to take the lymph nodes out of my neck. I was in surgery 2 years ago today. So it's weird, full circle back here on the same day.
And you're singing, yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, music is important. Music saved my life. It gave me a new purpose. And if I can release a song, or someone that if someone hears a song of mine and it, gives them hope or makes them want to, just try tomorrow, that to me is the most important part. I've lost a lot of friends here, more than I've lost in Afghanistan, which is insane. So if I can do just a little bit of being able to help them and give them hope to move forward, then that's what I want to do. And I am blessed to be able to call Creative Vets, family, and truly believe in their mission and what they're doing, and I want to be a part of every bit of it. So, yeah.
Thank you. Will you share another song with us?
Absolutely. So this song is my last single. It was just released Friday. And I actually didn't write this song. This song was written by Phil O'Donnell and Wade Kirby. And man, I heard this song and I immediately fell in love with it. This song, I knew that every line of this song is the reason why I joined the military. And this song, it doesn't pick a side. It's not left, it's not right. It's just everyone coming together. And I think that that's important, especially now. And yeah, this song is fun. This is called I'm America. I'm the river, I'm the rain, lonesome whistle of a train. I'm the amber waves of pain. I'm the highway, I'm the farm, fertile fields and boulevards, and the rest over your heart. Oh, I'm the echo of a bell that's ringing. Oh, I'm the freedom in the song we're singing. I'm the seed that's in the dust. I'm the prayer in God we trust. To place the tree for all of us. I'm America. I'm the music to the dance, the open window to a chance, the place where courage takes a stance. In all the colors that you see, the lights from 30,000 feet. I'm the roar of victory. Whoa, I'm the echo of a bell that's ringing. Whoa, I'm the freedom in the song we're singing. I'm the seed that's in the dust. I'm the prayer in God we trust. To place the tree for all of us. I'm America. I'm the prayer in God we trust. Place a dream for all of us. I'm America. I'm America. I'm America. I'm America.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Well, again, if you're just joining us, we are here in Nashville, Tennessee. We are here at the VA Tennessee Valley Healthcare System in Nashville, and we have the privilege of being here with just wonderfully talented artists from Creative Vets, creativevets.org. Creative Vets, where we have these wonderful songwriters who are writing the songs of our veterans, the stories of our veterans. And that's what makes VA healthcare different than any healthcare system in the country. To think, has your private doctor ever said, well, tell me a song about yourself? No, but you know what? That's an opportunity we have here in VA through our care and through the treatment that we have through wonderfully creative, talented artists and therapists and providers who actually care about these stories. So you all, and Tommy, now I was saying, have you heard of our VA, our model of our whole health, of what we do? Our model is, instead of asking veterans, what's the matter with you? The question is, what matters to you? And it appears to me that what you do here is really tapping into what matters to veterans, and we're telling that through stories. Would you say that's true in your experience with Creative Vets?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're all musicians up here, and we all have dream jobs of what we do, but I can definitely say this is the most impactful thing I do in my life. I mean, you can see it, and just talk to the guys that go through the program, the guys and the girls and everybody. I mean, it's impactful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you like to share another song?
Yeah, I'm going to do one. Scotty asked for this one. This was a song that I haven't practiced it, so hopefully it'll go okay. But Montgomery Gentry did this song, and I was always proud that it was the song they dedicated every show to veterans. So it's called Roll With Me, y'all might remember. I wake up in the morning, get to living my life, making sure I'm all that I can be. I went to church on Sunday, and there was a moment that came. I swear it was like the Lord spoke right to me. So now I'm slowing it down, and I'm looking around, and I'm loving this town, and I'm doing all right. Don't worry about nothing except for the man I wanna be. I'm thinking maybe it's time to be living the rhyme when I'm singing a song about nothing but right. And it sure be nice if you'd roll with me. I saw a kid last winter, only 20 years old, being laid to rest while his mom stood by his side. It sure was hard to watch those tears roll down her face, and it made me think how we all just have our time. So now I'm slowing it down, and I'm looking around, and I'm loving this town, and I'm doing all right. Don't worry about nothing except for the man I wanna be. I'm thinking maybe it's time to be living the rhyme when I'm singing a song about nothing but right. And it sure be nice if you'd roll with me. Who knows what's up ahead? I think I'd rather not know instead. It's why I'm slowing it down, and I'm looking around, and I'm loving this town, and I'm doing all right. Ain't worry about nothing except for the man I need to be. It'd sure be nice if you'd roll with me. I wish you'd roll with me. I wake up in the morning, I get to live in my life. Something like that.
That's
Thank you all.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
That was beautiful. And thanks, Scotty, for that.
I love that song.
That's just awesome. Well, I want to tell you again with Creative Vets, I did want to invite for those of you that are watching, and again, tell us where you're watching from and how you're enjoying this. I get to sit up here and listen to this music up close and personal. I know that you're having an awesome experience. Please let us know. And also, if you're interested in working alongside us, bringing this program to your area, you want to donate, you want to volunteer, please visit us at www.va.volunteer. I said that wrong. www.volunteer.va.gov. That's www.volunteer.va.gov. And we would love to have you get involved with us and say, hey, I want to help bring this program. I want more veterans to do this. This is how we do it. VA relies on our partners to do programs like this to enhance and supplement the care and treatment for veterans, families, caregivers, and survivors. And there's an opportunity for us to have Creative Vets come your way as well. Well, Dan, I know you're having fun, aren't you?
It's a choice.
I
only choose to have fun.
I love it. I agree. So, well, tell me then, and again, speaking about our care in VA, music in VA, have you ever gone to another medical system where you had an opportunity to do something like this with patients?
Yeah, I've done a few different things through my times where I visited children and I visited elderly, and whenever you can, no one chooses to be in a situation where you have to be in a place like this. And yeah, anytime, I mean, I live a blessed life. I get to travel around and play music and meet people, and for the most part, just have fun. So any chance to give back is an opportunity for me.
Thank you for what you do.
Oh, it's more than my pleasure. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to play you the song that has probably let me meet more people than any other song that I've done. And again, I think we're doing an all Scotty request night.
Yes!
So he had asked for this song. And this is the song that I sang in the movie. George Clooney was nice enough to act an entire movie for me.
What?
Just kidding. We'll do Man of Constant Sorrow. Guys, join in this one if you're feeling socked. Well, in constant sorrow all through his day, but I am a man of constant sorrow. Well, I've seen trouble all my day. Well, I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. Well, for 6 long years I've been in trouble, but no pleasure here on earth I find. For in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. That ain't true. But he has no friends to help him now. Well, heads fare thee well, hell, my home true lover. I never expect to see you again. Before I'm bound to ride that northern railroad, perhaps I'll die high upon this train. Perhaps they'll die upon this train. Well, you can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may lay. Then you may learn to love another whilst I am sleeping in my grave. Whilst he is sleeping in his grave. Well, maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger. My face you never see no more. But there is one promise that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. We'll meet you on God's golden shore.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Y'all need to turn my mic up. I was into this one. But anyway, it's okay. Well, thank you all so much. Now, we're not done yet, but I again want to thank iLead for making this possible for you all to view this on YouTube. So please let us know where you're listening from, where you're watching, how you're enjoying the program, and just to put a little shout out to each of these amazing artists into the chat so that we'll know you're here. Well, I also want to wish you again Happy Valentine's Day. Happy National Salute. And again, from all of the folks in VA, I want to bring greetings from our secretary, from Dennis McDonough, our secretary, our undersecretary for health, Sharif Elnahal, and just want to know that this is VA healthcare. If you're wondering what is VA all about, this is VA. So I hope that you will, if you are a veteran and you are not yet enrolled in VA, consider giving VA a chance. It's your choice. And this is an opportunity, I think, that when you look at what we do in VA and why, and you hear the types of partnerships that we bring in, we believe in our mission. Every VA employee believes in the mission. We're glad to have you watching and listening in today. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to allow each of these artists to do one more song for us. Just back to back. You guys go ahead. I won't interrupt you. I'm going to start with Scotty and we'll go right into the next song and hopefully we'll get through and then we'll close it out with that. So Scotty, on to you.
All right. Why not? Let's do it. So this song was actually pitched to me and I actually absolutely fell in love with it. You know, we all know that God heals, but there's definitely something beautiful in having a companion in a dog or a cat. I have seen dogs change people's lives, give them a complete new perspective, a new reason to be here. And you know, between service dogs and just having a companion that you can, you know, love on and, you know, pet and just throw all of the pain into, and they can take it. And so I heard this song and I immediately fell in love with it and knew that we had to do it. So this is Good Old Dogs and God.
Love it.
Old frames run out and miss me. Old chrome runs out of shine. And old bottles run out of whiskey. And old folks run out of time. And old promises break easy. And old memories hit you hard. But if you just let them in your heart, good old dogs and God won't ever let you down. They listen when you're talking, just happy you're around. I don't know why they love us, but they do no matter what. There's two things you can count on: good old dogs and God. They know all your secrets, and they won't ever tell. And they've seen you at your weakest and helped you get through hell. When you're in need of saving and feeling too far gone, they're always waiting there for you to come on home. you down. They listen when you're talking, just happy you're around. I don't know why they love us, but they do no matter what. There's two things you can count on: good old dogs and God. Talking about a best friend, amen. Good old dogs and God won't ever let you down. They listen when you're talking, just happy you're around. I don't know why they love us, but they do no matter what. There's two things you can count on: good old dogs and God. There's two things you can count on: good old dogs and God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see, I'm gonna do a new one. My co-writers on this are Ronnie Dunn and Chris DuBois and Bryce Leatherwood. Most of the time, girl, I'm just fine. Most days you don't cross my mind. And even when you do, it don't hurt like it used to. But when I'm driving home and I hear that song, if it hits me right, it could all go wrong. And I know how it ends on a bar stool at 2 a.m. When that jukebox plays on drink by drink, and I'm hoping that you'll walk in. And the words of that sad song seem to say what I think, so I play it again and again. And I let myself get lost in an old memory, back when I had you, once in a blue neon night. I think of two young lovers on a Saturday night, brand new man album playing track 5. It's only every now and then, but it ain't ever gonna end. When that jukebox plays on drink by drink, and I'm hoping that you'll walk in. And the words of that sad song seem to say what I think, so I play it again and again. And I let myself get lost in an old memory, back when I had you, once in a blue neon night. Now if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely, to watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon dome. And I let myself get lost in an old memory, back when I had you, once in a blue neon night. Once in a blue neon night. I think of two young lovers running wild and free. Thank y'all. Appreciate that.
Okay, I guess I got one more. I'm going to try a song I wrote several years ago with a buddy, Sean McConnell. I'll do this one for my lovely wife here on Valentine's Day. the field of crosses, a servant with a crown. Say your prayers and cut your losses. Brother, lay your burden down. And all you sons and daughters, you cry just like you sing to your mothers and your fathers, a choir of suffering. You better get her ready. There's weight on the levee. I've been drinking too much, trying to wash the trouble down. I've seen a little too much to think it's gonna turn around. The devil's in the details, and Lord, it looks like rain. Staring at the sky, waiting on a sign, bracing for the hurricane. Hey, hey, hey. A silent apparition, an angel with no tongue, led me through a vision where all the days were done. All the sky was darkness and all the seas were dry. No bell inside the steeple, no children left to cry. You better get her ready, just wait on the levee. I've been drinking too much, trying to wash the trouble down. I've seen a little too much to think it's gonna turn around. The devil's in the details, and Lord, it looks like rain. Staring at the sky, waiting on a sign, bracing for the hurricane. Hey, hey, hey. You better get her ready. There's weight on the levee. You better get her ready. There's weight on the levee. You better get her ready. There's weight on the levee now. Better get her ready. There's weight on the levee. Hey, yeah. I've been drinking too much, trying to wash the trouble down. And I've seen a little too much to think it's gonna turn around. The devil's in the details. Lord, it looks like rain. Staring at the sky, waiting on a sign, bracing for the hurricane. Staring at the sky, waiting on a sign, bracing for the hurricane. You better get her ready. You better get her ready.
That's awesome. Amazing. What an amazing, amazing afternoon. Well, again, my name is Dr. Sabrina Clark. I am the director for the VA Center for Development and Civic Engagement. I want to extend special thanks to our hosts here in Nashville, Tennessee, Mr. Tom Gallagher, the chief of VA Center for Development and Civic Engagement here in Nashville, to the leadership here, certainly to iLead for making this broadcast possible. And again, please remember to tell us where you're watching from and how much you enjoyed it. To all of our artists, you have heard from Scotty Hastings and friend, so David Dalla. Yes, David Dalla. You've heard from Tommy Carlos, and you've also heard from Dan Tominski, all brought to you from Creative Vets. And our director and founder of that program, Richard Casper, thank you for what you've done, what you've made possible here with us. CreativeVets, CreativeVets.org. Thank you for joining, and we hope that we'll see you again in another VA program with the Department of Veterans Affairs. Have a great afternoon.
Yeah.